Howdy folks, it is Scanner here. If you watched my last video, you'll have seen me talking about Kill Team and why Games Workshop are willing to guarantee your copy of it. In that video, I surmised that the reason Games Workshop was willing to guarantee you would get a copy is because they wanted to boost consumer confidence to get the largest, what I refer to as install base possible, because they had a lot of future expansions planned for the game. Lo and behold, today, on a Warhammer community post, they went into great detail about how roughly every 3 months you can expect what they've referred to as major releases to come for the new Kill Team. In the post, they talk about how the box set comes with terrain and all the rest of it, but that as the quarters go by, every 3 months, we will be exploring a new sector, and we will more than likely be seeing all manner of new models released at the same time as this new terrain. Given that it's Kill Team, it's also highly likely that we will see very specific terrain rules being introduced to the games along these times as well. And the post does mention the fact that lots of stuff will be appearing in White Dwarf about Kill Team as well. This won't really be a massive surprise to anybody, as almost everybody who plays the game will have been aware of how Games Workshop operates, how they drag things out in this way, how you're never just buying one thing, you're always buying more than one thing, you're always buying extra books, you're always buying extra cards, you're always buying extra terrain. There's always another thing that you can spend your money on within the never-ending tumultuous Games Workshop hobby. Do I mind? Not particularly, I'm not gonna lie. Not from an individual point of view. I am at a point in my life where disposable income is a thing that I have, so buying these game systems when I want to isn't really a massive thing for me. Do I think it's good for the hobby? Not particularly, no. I predict that Games Workshop are looking to make Kill Team the third prong on their trident, if you would. That they will have Warhammer 40k, they will have Age of Sigmar, and they will have Kill Team. And that Kill Team has been their dark horse for them over the past number of years, more than likely strongly outperforming things like Warcry and Warhammer Underworlds. Not saying those games are bad, just saying if I had a breakdown of the individual sales of things, that I would predict that Kill Team had done a little better, and that is where Games Workshop were banking on a bright future. The good news is that as long as you have your core book and your compendium, you're more than likely going to be able to brock out with your grots out for as long as you want to. You're not going to need to keep buying in, you're just going to need to be able to support your version of the hobby. This is something that Necromunda players have really had to get to grips with over the years because of the endless flow of books and constant additions to the game over time, always trying to make you feel like you're not quite up to date, you're not quite playing the real Necromunda. When you are, the real Necromunda or the real Kill Team 2.0 will always be what you play yourself with you and your friends, and never let Games Workshop convince you otherwise, even though they're the people selling you the product. You need to learn how to draw a line when it comes to these systems, and if you don't feel like you can do that with something like Kill Team, Games Workshop have literally just told you that they will be coming for your wallet every 3 months on the calendar. You can bet. My own personal plans for Games Workshop's Kill Team 2.0 are currently to just purchase the box set and not think about it too much after that fact. One of the things that I have been doing ever since I made the decent alternatives to Games Workshop video, there has been a load of viewer suggestions in the comment section, and I have been exploring some of them. It's been a huge amount of fun. I'm very much looking forward to exploring more of them. And I'm going to put together a part 2 video of viewer suggestions. That will be more relying on what people are saying about the games and my own research rather than my own playable experience. But to give you a bit of a spoiler, I have already started just throwing money at a company called Parabellum for a game systems called Conquest. I can't remember who it was who told me to check that out in the comment section, but I truly appreciate it because the lore is fascinating and the sculpts are fan-freaking-tastic. Hopefully myself and my wife will be able to play our first games of that system over the coming days or week or so. It will really depend on how work and my weekly Cyberpunk Red session goes on Saturday night. So that's it for this video. It's going to be brief and it's going to be small and all the rest of it. But really the thing is, just remember, you control your expenditure, not Games Workshop. Keep that in mind as we approach the launch of Kill Team and you put your pre-orders in. You're not promising that you're going to buy everything that they ever release about Kill Team 2. You're just promising that you're going to buy that particular box the same way they've promised that they'll actually get it to you this time. So there we go, guys. Hopefully you all have yourselves a nice time. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, you may consider liking and subscribing, only if you want to. And as always, all the best.